snow. I thought we were getting away with it, but here it comes. The fucking snow. Which all you people out there in the parts of the country that don't get snow think it's really cool. This is what I got to say. No, it's not. It sucks. Okay? I hate snow. I don't want to see one flake. Not one little crispy flake. It sucks ass. It makes you want to move. That's how much I can't stand it. What to talk about first? Oh, like my Colt hat. See these Colt hats? Can you see me? Wow, I can haunt houses with a fucking face like that. See these Colt hats? We got these a double friggin' action. See these? Ain't they awesome? Beautiful. We have them in camouflage and this navy blue color. They're not fitted, but they're really soft and they won't irritate your head. A friend of mine, he's like real fussy son of a bitch, and he's like, oh, it's not flex fit. It's gonna pinch my fat rolls in the back of my head. He's got like the crease like fat rolls in the back of his head. Like it looks like a debit machine. You know what I'm saying? Like when I look at the back of his head, I think to myself, credit or debit? I feel like I just want to get like a card and go like that. It's funny looking. No, he's a good dude. Because I know he's watching. Yeah, so we got these hats at double action. Got a nice stack of them. We got them in this color. We got Glock hats. We got Colt hats in camouflage. We got camouflage Glock hats. Just to throw it out there, because these are pretty neat. You don't have to go on the internet. You can just come to the store and friggin' buy one. Do you ever have one of those friends that I call them, I don't know. I call them bubble talkers. Do you ever have one of those people that have phlegm in their throat the whole time they're talking to you? And it's like, dude, it sounds like they're gargling when they're talking to you the whole time. It's like, dude, clear your throat. I feel like I was eating breakfast with my friend. I can't even do it. I would try to, he's like gargling as he's talking to me. I'm trying to eat my breakfast. I'm like, dude, it's like I feel like I'm eating breakfast with fucking Aquaman. You know what I'm saying? Do you have someone like that? This is my 6-hour M400. I love this. I got about 400 rounds to it. I'm not like running it hard or shooting it a lot, but I've shot it, you know. Haven't cleaned it. It never has a problem. It ejects beautifully. Shoots, since I did the trigger job on it, it shoots really, really smoother now. It doesn't have a fantastic trigger, but it has a better trigger. I showed you on a couple past dates back doing the trigger job on a video. A lot of people are getting discouraged because of the new, trying to see if I'm in frame, the new ATF law with the SIG brace. You know what, guys, I mean, don't let that discourage you. When I first heard it, it really discouraged me, because the whole cool thing about this is you could use it for an arm brace, or you could brace it against your body for more leverage so you can shoot safer. You know? Why would you make something illegal when it allows you to shoot the rifle with more stability and you can shoot more accurately, which equals safer shooting? I don't get it. But what kills me is it's illegal to put this up against your shoulder, so I can't make videos shouldering this anymore until this whole argument blows over or goes back to the way it was. Because like I said, good gun people follow the law. That's why more gun laws don't work, because we already follow the gun laws. The good people, I'm telling you. And we're going to do the right thing. We're not going to shoulder it, and we're going to do what we're supposed to do. But I wouldn't let that discourage you in getting one of these, because it still gives you more of a secure hold with this extension on here. Even if it's against, even if it's down here, or even if you wrap it around your arm, whatever you got to do, you're still getting this support to help you shoot better. But I don't know if that's going to stick, because, they wait till, tens of thousands of them are sold, and now they're coming out with, oh, you can't shoulder it. I mean, how are you allowed to do that? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll work it out. Hopefully Sig Sauer fights it, or someone fights it and gets it put back to normal. And you get so much for your money with this Sig. Any Sig ARs are known for running steel, reliable. That's an awesome. To me, that's huge. That's huge. Not that I even buy steel, but if I had to, at least I know this AR would be fine with it. That's like an upgrade to me. And you get a lot of money. You get a lot of gun for your money when you get the Sig AR platform. They really give you all the extras for the same price of a a Colt or a Smith & Wesson M&P, whatever. It's amazing what you get with these. So yeah, that's it. I just want to cover that Sig brace. That's my take on the Sig brace. I don't know what else to say about it. Just wait and see what happens. That's all. Do what you're supposed to do until we see what happens. I got an SOE sling on here. It's an awesome sling. It's made out of a nice strong material. I have it on a swivel mount like this. I love this little setup. This is what I like about the Sig Sauer M400 ARs. They got the single point hookup right there. And you can just wrap the sling around the swivel like that and then just punch it in and you're ready to go. And it doesn't get caught. It's nice and free flowing. I love it. Ambi mag releases, it's sweet, man. It's a nice setup. SOE, man, good stuff. Good stuff. Like their stuff. So that's that for that. EOTech, it's not quite sighted in right. It's sighted in okay, but it's not like bullet on top of bullet. Yeah, I still got to work on that. Another thing I got from SOE, just got this a few weeks ago. I forgot to show it. Is my my EDC belt with the Cobra buckle. This belt is fantastic. You might have to wait a while to get it, but it's super stiff, so it holds all your gear up for you. Sagging points in belts is what pulls your pants down. When a belt is weak and you have something heavy on it and it pulls and it has a sagging point, that's what starts pulling your pants down, starts making you real uncomfortable, and you're constantly fidgeting all day. Now I'm not going to say this holds my pants up 100% perfectly all day, because I'm shaped like a fucking egg. When you're shaped like an egg or like a peanut M&M, how do you put a belt around that? You know what I mean? And keep it up. But out of all the belts I have, because of how strong and stiff this is, it holds everything up better. So instead of fidgeting with my waist and my gun 50 times a day, I might have to fidget with it maybe 5 times a day. So this is the belt I have of choice right now with my gear at work. I also have a beautiful belt, leather belt from Harlan Leatherworks, which holds everything up just as good. But this is the tactical, I guess it's something like made out of scuba webbing. I don't know the sciences of it. My friend IBS Ron is a SOE fanboy, which is nothing wrong with that. He knows all the little specifications and everything it's made from, and he really loves SOE, so he's very fussy, so I take his word for it that this is a fantastic belt. And it is a fantastic belt. I love it. It takes a little bit more time to put it on, but once you get the rhythm of it, it's easy, It does take a little longer to put it, loop through your pants and all and put it on, but it's worth it because it makes your whole day comfortable. That's why. SOE Cobra. This is a 1.5. Very strong. Awesome belt. So, that. Some guys like, oh, show your everyday carry. I don't have everything here. I just carry this cheap Kershaw $40 knife, which a subscriber gave it to me. It's not cheap like in quality, cheap in price. This thing's awesome. It never gets dull. I've had this for a few years now. Carry it every day, carry it at work, use it as a tool, and I try not to cut things that'll hurt the edge, but for everyday use it's great, and it's easy to sharpen. So the Kershaw, they got these at friggin' Walmart for like $30. These are a really good knife right here. This particular one is really strong. I mean, it doesn't wiggle or anything, and I've had it for a long time, and I use it all the time. As you can see, all the paint's coming off the clip. So, I don't know what friggin' model it is. It just says Kershaw, and let me get my eyes on here. Speed Safe USA, Patented, made in USA. 1550 ST. I don't know if that means steel. Where's the friggin' model number? That's all I could tell you. It's about a 5-inch blade. I don't know shit about knives. I just know it's strong. It stays sharp. The finish stays on the blade. It's a great knife. If I ever buy another knife, it'll be this exact one. Since we're talking about really great belts, a good combination with a great SOE belt is a great holster, which would be, out of all the holsters that I have, is this Blade Tech holster Eclipse. This thing is friggin' phenomenal. Has an adjustment screw on it. It's thin, it's light, and the most important thing I like about this holster, I got a trunk full of holsters. It's just like a trunk full, and this is the one is my favorite. It holds it real close to your body. So if I have to go, if I'm working, I have to go out and grab some coffee, I can pull my shirt out over it, and you can't even tell I have anything. It's just right up against the body, and it's light, and the clips are cut perfectly for the 1.5 belt to go through, nice and tight. They're just great. I don't know why they're great, because to me, when you put one Kydex holster to another one, by looking at them, you're like, well, how can you tell one's better than the other? You can't. You have to wear it and experience it. These are pricey, man. These are expensive, but you know, if you're going to put out $30 more and then not have to go through 20 other holsters, it's worth every penny. So I mean, I liked it so much. I have 2 of them. So I got one for my Glock 42 also. Glock 19. Everything's going good with this. Since I put the new connector in there, my groups came together, and just like I suspected, I moved my sight back to the center of the slide, right? Because the trigger's a little lighter, and I was shooting a little to the right, so it's back to the center. Now I'm shooting dead nuts, dead straight with this Glock. Am I done with it yet? No. The Gen 4s, even though you put the 3.5 Ghost in there, which will lighten it, will still not make it smooth and slick and as nice as the Gen 3. What you have to do is you just got to go a couple steps a little further. I'm getting a titanium, the plunger safety. I'll show you what that is if you don't know what that is. Let me see, check it. What it is, and it works because I had it in my last Gen 3, and I've had thousands of rounds on it and never had any problems. So, there's some aftermarket parts that do work great on Glocks. This little plunger right here, which is covered in soot, the thing about it is, it's shaped like, what's this? It goes up, makes a sharp turn, goes across, makes a sharp turn, goes down, makes a sharp turn, and goes down, like octagon. Now the problem with that is, when this little friend of mine called it a bird's head, that was a good term for it. This little bird's head type trigger bar, this hits it back and forth. So instead of it hitting a octagon shape, it's going to be hitting a round dome shape, which will cause slicker movement back and forth. And just every little thing, when it all comes together, makes the trigger a lot nicer. I already polished this. I did the 25-cent trigger job, just got a buffer and polished it up shiny. That helps too. With that and with the 3.5, it should be close to the Gen 3's smooth trigger. It's not going to be quite because of this little pimple here too that the Gen 4s have. That kind of messes it up. But if I could just get it just a touch better, I'll be happy with it. So, yeah, remember the past video back? I said I ain't going to do anything to customize this. Well, let me tell you something. If I can't shoot dead nuts with my pistol, it drives me crazy. I know I don't have to shoot dead nuts for self-defense, but I like to shoot dead nuts when I'm shooting it at the target. For me, a light trigger, I like a lighter trigger, not a light trigger. Or I should use the wrong term, smoother. I like a smoother trigger. Some guys like a stiff trigger. I can't stand them. I suck. I can't shoot with a stiff trigger. So, for me to enjoy a gun, I want to see that one big hole, right over that X and that bullseye. That gives me that satisfaction when I'm at the gun range. Okay, so that's it. Take it easy, guys.